What's up my loves, my name is Paige, this is Paige with the Page, and this is the start of a new weekly vlog. Hello my darlings, welcome to this video. This is the start of the final week of 1 week, 1 shelf. I have continued to wear my Thursday shirt and I am shitting bricks. I'll insert the footage of Ash pulling what shelf I'm reading from. I have my Porcupine of Fear, Hedgehog of Fear, Hedgehog, Porcupine, Hedgehog. I don't know what this is. My Animal of Fear, and in it I've got all the shelves. So let's pick for what I will be starting on tomorrow. I am so unbelievably scared. Did you want to pick it? My shelf for next week.
I can have a pickle.
Yeah, you want a pickle? Do you want me to bring it over to you?
Oh, okay.
Depending is where we will be reading off for next week. Ash is very tired, so. Hey, it's a different color, thank fuck. I'm so apprehensive, it's not funny. Here we go. Oh, that does not fill me with confidence.
It's probably not as bad as you think.
Does it involve your shelves?
Yes.
Motherfuck! Okay, show the people. Oh my god, I can't catch a fucking break. What is that?
Ash favorites.
Oh! Oh. That is not helpful.
You've read most of what's on there.
Yeah, I have, but there's still things that I haven't. Alright, so I will say what I'm reading from that shelf tomorrow. Not a single one of those books is on my TBR though for this month. So we're going to have an interesting time. Thank you, darling, though. You were attracted to that's so funny.
I was attracted to my own favorite shelf.
Yeah. Okay, I love that. That actually makes me feel better. Okay, because there's not too much on that shelf that I haven't read, but I'll talk through that tomorrow when I start the next vlog. But, always throwing a spanner in the works. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. This top one right here is Ash's favorite shelf. And I think I haven't read 3 books from here. We have The Narrow Road Between Desires by Patrick Rothfuss. We have Here Be Leviathans by Chris Flynn. And we have Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone by Benjamin Stephens. So this would actually be a decent stack to get through this week. The thing is, I still have this stack and this stack. So everything I want to finish by the end of February looks like this. That's not happening. I've reconciled with myself and I'm going to leave these 3 as my, if I manage to get through everything, I'm gonna be fucking amazed at myself and I can pick up one of these. I am leaning towards keeping the Thursday Meta Club on this stack because it is Brittany from Brittany Loves Reading Bookish Peeps pick for me for this year. So I'm gonna get to it this year though. So I'm not too worried, but I'd like to start it because I genuinely wanna read it. And then I have my 3 book haul revisiteds that I haven't got to yet. So the Gilded Ones, The Wicked King, and Orpheia. So these are like high priority. Oh, I forgot a book. I'm part of the way through Lessons in Chemistry as well. So I want to finish this for Aurelian. So in a week, it's not happening. I physically cannot read that much. So I don't even know where I'm up to in Lessons in Chemistry. I would have talked about it at the end of the last vlog, but no, I'm 21%. Okay, so I have just over 3 hours of listening to that, so that's fine. So I'm going to be kind to myself. I am gonna roll my 4-sided die and just see what happens. Basically, if it's anything more than a 1, I'm gonna just wing it. You ready? I'm not. Here we go. 2. Okay, it's actually accomplishable. Shit. Okay, first things first is I am going to continue working on Lessons in Chemistry. My battery is also gonna die, so let's see. I wanna have this finished. I'm then going to prioritize The Narrow Road Between Desires because I'm not going to pick up of my own accord, whereas Here Be Leviathans and Everyone in My Family, I will. So I think let's just get it done. It's short. It's the shortest out of the lot, so I'm happy with that. How many pages is it? And like it's tiny 200 pages. Oh, the illustrations are beautiful. Sorry, yeah, it's just over 200 pages in tiny format. Leviathans is just over 200 again, like 217 pages. So collection of short stories, so doable. If I have to go for 2, these are gonna be it. And I'm gonna put this back. There's no way. What I'm thinking of doing is I'll do lessons in chemistry, then do Narrow Road Between Desires, then dive into Orphea because again, it is short, has illustrations, gonna make me happy. Then I might go for Here Be Leviathans, or I might just dive into one of these two. That's where I'm looking at. So basically, this is extremely unrealistic, but this is my ideal stack for this week. I gotta get my reading on. It is currently 6 o'clock and I haven't read today, so we're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm also working this weekend and need to do my readathon spreadsheet. So I'm gonna do what I can. I'm happy that it did only roll a 2 because I feel like that gives me a little bit of slack. So pray for me so very deeply. I'm gonna change my battery and I will check in with you later. Here Be Leviathans doesn't have an audiobook. And I forgot, I also need to read Garlic and the Vampire by Brie Paulson for Pokemon. And a red cover. Shit. Does Hellsing have vampires in it?
It's entirely vampire.
Hello my darlings, I just realised I forgot to change my battery. It's now 5:30 on the 23rd of February. And I'm home from work and I feel like shit. My cold has decided to beat my ass today and I am knackered. So last night I got up to page 49 of Orphea by Joanne M. Harris and I am up to page 92 of Lessons in Chemistry. So making my way slowly through both. Honestly, I don't know how much capacity I have for reading tonight. My head is absolutely pounding, but I'm gonna sit here and give it a go. I've got like this passion fruit water, mango passion water, and it tastes refreshing, so I'm gonna keep drinking that. I want to read physically because I don't want to have headphones in, but I'm also struggling to listen to an audiobook because my brain just like, oh. So like I said, my battery's gonna die, so I'm gonna chill here, do something, hopefully remember to change my battery before I go to update again, and I'll check in with you then. It's a concerning moment when you have a giant stack of books on your lap and you ask yourself, is that everything? Good morning, my darlings. It is Saturday the 24th of February. Happy birthday to Amy from A-Star Reads! I know that I've still got like 12 hours before they're actually in the 24th and it's their birthday, but for Australian times, it's their birthday. And I just wanted to come on to do an update. So, first things first, I finished Orphea by Joanne M. Harris last night. I'm very proud of myself because I was starting to fall asleep and I just persevered and I finished it like before 10 o'clock, so that was great. I'm not at work today. I was supposed to be having a library shift and I knew that yesterday I wasn't gonna make it. So thank God for my boss being understanding because I'm dead. So I was just like, oh my god, that's so funny. We were talking about supper with other things and I was just getting a good giggle. Yeah, so I finished Orphea and I'm sitting between a 3.5 and a 4 stars. It was really interesting and I think if I had have known a little bit more about Fae lore, I would have understood it better, but I got a little lost. So overall it was beautiful and I really found the story interesting, but yeah, there were many moments that I was like, wait, what? But I did like how it all tied together. That was very interesting. And considering how short it was just a nice, refreshing read. And now marked off one of my book haul revisited for March of 2021. So very happy with that. And then I've sat down and done the math this morning and you know, I was like, oh, what do I need to do to have everything, every single thing that I want to have read by the end of the month? And that was the equivalency of 6,666 pages or thereabouts. And I've read 3,000 and something. So we knew that wasn't going to be achievable. But in doing so, I realized a very valuable lesson. I need to remember to update my spreadsheets to make sure that it's reflective of the number of days in a month because I still had it set as 31 days for the month. Oh, she's in trouble. I was thinking like, okay, what's it gotta be? Like, I'm gonna need to read 180-ish pages a day to get through. more than not. Oh no, no. I need to be reading 180 just to get through the bare minimum of the things that I wanted to get through this week. We're looking at like 250 pages a day for everything else, and I have to read 750 pages today and then continue reading 183 pages for the remainder of the month. And I've got my readathon video to go out. I'm fucked, but I will show you because it's an entertaining as all shit. This was the stack of desirables that I wanted to get to. We are aiming to read this. My goal for today is to read these 2 volumes of Hellsing and finish off Lessons in Chemistry, and then start on one of these and get 100 pages into it, because that will put me at where I need to go, because these are 160 and 192 pages. This I have 300 pages left of, and then that extra 100 pages. Ash did download the audiobook for this on his Audible, but I forgot to get him to log in, so I might end up starting one of these. This is the remainder. I do have quite a lot of stuff that I want to get done in terms of just tidying up the house, because being sick, I just let it fall to shit, and I don't want to let that happen. Ash was absolutely amazing last night for just picking that up, because I was so dead. But I do want to attempt to just make it a little bit more livable, and like my shit that I've got everywhere, so to just collate that into one space. But I'm not going to exert myself too much because I am aware of my limitations of being sick. I want to start my readathon spreadsheet, so actually starting and going through and listening to some of the videos, so I don't have to do that the day of, and I can just tack in the ones that might have come out sooner. And then I want to edit week 3. Basically, if I can edit 2 days worth of week 3, I'll be happy. Think that would be realistic. And then, like I said, clean and read. So that's really the plans. If I just let myself sit and read the mangas and then listen to audiobooks and just zone out, my body will be able to heal and rest, which is what I need right now. I can deal with the other stuff when I have a little bit more oomph to be able to give. Yeah, we just gotta focus on this. This doesn't look that daunting to me, but then I think of the fact that I have 5 days and that's 6 books, and I get a little bit more worried. But we're getting there, and look, reading's fun. If I don't get to it, I don't get to it. I don't care. I would just like to set my bar as high as humanly possible, and if I can high jump it, I can. If I can't, we lower the bar. 1 book at a time. I'm currently watching Alison from Alison on a Book Breaks bingo maze, and I think I'm halfway through that video, so I'm gonna finish watching that, and then I think I'm gonna start with one of the Hellsings. I'm gonna be nauseated by it. I sort of want to hit it out of the way so then I can not have to worry about it. But these are for the Lunar New Year. I'm doing red on the cover for one of those challenges, as well as the February theme of features vampires. In all technicality, I probably only need to read 1, but this features vampires, and then this has a significantly red cover, and I can double these up, so I could count these as my final stake book as well, which would be kind of cool. I just have to double check if there's a page cap on that. So that's the plan. I'm just gonna try and work my way down the list as best as humanly possible. And I was originally going to read The Garlic and the Vampire by Brie Paulson, and I still will definitely read that, but this is on my Bookish Peeps challenge for this year. If I can't do Thursday Murder Club, at least I'm still making progress in some of them. March is looking to be a very interesting reading month, so I've got a few more Bookish Peeps on there, and I'm sort of just not worrying about every year-long challenge except for my Bookish Peeps, and then just spinning in what I can because I'm just like, oh lordy, oh dear. I'm keeping tabs of it. At the end of every month I go back over and I'm like, okay, this feels for this and that for that. But like throughout the month, I'm sort of just like, this is the TBR. Let's see what we get to it. I'm gonna go finish watching that video and then dive into Hellsing. I am excited. I asked Ash if these contained vampires because I was pretty sure that they did. Nights like these really give me a bloodthirst in a world where undead vampires and ghouls terrorize the night. Could have just read the back. Ash did talk me through like the plot of it and mentioned Van Helsing, that's right, as like the inspiration crux to it sort of thing. That's where we're at. And yeah, so I'm gonna go watch this video, and then if I don't fall asleep, read. I'll check in with you later. Fuck, I'm so screwed. Hello. So it's now 12 o'clock. I ended up going into the study and working on bookish spreadsheets and got my watch later to 0. So I then listened to the audiobook while I continued working on updating my spreadsheets. So that was good. And I am now to page 186 in Lessons in Chemistry. So I listened to 90 pages. Ugh. Ah. I also spoke with my mum. She needed assistance with something, so that's all sorted. And that was really lovely. And I am now in desperate need of food. So I'm gonna make some soup for lunch, and I might keep listening to Lessons in Chemistry to take me up to chapter 24, which is page 200. So I feel like that's a good stopping point. So 14 pages. The audiobook doesn't have chapters. It is just a single track, which I find very interesting because when I'm trying to figure out where the fuck I'm up to, I have no idea. So I might go get that soup on and get myself all sorted and keep listening to the audiobook while I do that, and then see where I'm up to. I've finally responded to 2 weeks worth of comments, so I feel really good about that. Keep working on and trying not to feel completely dead. Everything just hurts. It's been a while since I've been like properly sick. I'm gonna go do the thing and check in with you in a little while. Crocodiles, dear God, my nose is killing me. I'm blood struggle straight. But I opened Helsing and I got to page 10 and went, oh dear. Just wanted to let you know that that was a thing. Also, these have dust jackets. This is so bizarre. I know Ash talked about it, that they used to make them this way or something. I can't remember the conversation, and I'll have to ask him when he gets home what it was about. But I really quite like having a dust jacket on this. I'm going to continue reading this. I'm not surprised, but I am struggling so hard to get focused. And I do have to admit, I had some personal growth. Oh, it's over there. For my bullet journal, I went to write out like the to-do list of things that are just sort of, you know, sitting in the brain to be like, okay, I know that these are the things that I want to do today. And then I realized I'm not gonna write it in my bullet journal. What I'm gonna do is put it on a sticky note, and then that way it's down on paper and I know that that's the things that I want to be doing, but I'm not well enough to get through all of it. So I'm not gonna put it in my bullet journal until I'm more towards doing it. Because if I don't do it, I'm not gonna feel like shit that it's in the bullet journal and I have to migrate it to another day again. But it's sort of just alleviating that mental block of I don't want to put it on the list, so then if I don't get to it, I don't have a reason to beat myself up because I am sick. So I'm sort of just trialing that. So doing a sticky note of the things that I want to get done in a day, so it's still there, it's still in my bullet journal, I can reference it, but also acknowledging my limitations as a person currently and the fact that I am barely a human. So that's what we're going with, and I'm especially when I'm in such an unfocused mood. And yes, I have taken my ADHD meds. I didn't have to, but I'm sort of just in the habit of taking it, and I much prefer not having to argue with my brain every day, especially when I am so not set up for success anyway. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep trying. And I'm not like a lifestyle vlogger by any stretch because I'm a chaotic mess, but I sort of want to not worry about documenting my tangents and just how I'm feeling towards a situation, because a lot of the times, and I know I left one in for the second vlog, which I think is going up tomorrow, I left in the tangent of talking through self-talk, I think, and normally I would cut something like that out because I'm not a trained medical professional and I'm just doing this as a hobby. But I think it's also important to just discuss that this is my reality and that's okay. If you find it boring as batshit, let me know and I don't have to keep it in. But I've definitely taken things out of my vlogs previously where I've been going on an ADHD tangent and was like, oh, you know, like no one wants to hear about that. But I think it's kind of important because it is just how I'm feeling in the moment, and this is documenting. I think I got caught up on the idea that it's documenting my reading journey, not my life journey. So if I'm just meant to be documenting my reading journey, then I shouldn't be talking about the life stuff, but for me it's one and the same. And my life stuff is impacting on my reading life because I'm procrastinating actually reading right now. So yeah, that joyous experience. And I just want to ask if that's something that you'd be interested in hearing me talk about, is just the day-to-day sort of things. Like if I do have a therapy session and I've had a breakthrough like yesterday. I don't think I actually mentioned that. I know I've mentioned my phobia of vomit frequently recently, but I had an incident with a coworker being sick yesterday and had to come off an absolute adrenaline rush. I don't think I mentioned it though, but I'm really proud of how I handled the situation. It was quite entertaining for everyone else involved because no one's ever seen me in full panic mode before. But thankfully, I wasn't hitting like panic attack level. It was just like a, okay, oh, Lord in heaven help us, oh shit, okay, hi, we need to cancel your appointment, okay, thanks. So, you know, it's that sort of stuff. But I want to talk about it because I am proud of it and proud of the fact that, you know, I handled this well. But I definitely think that today has been a recoup day, both physically and mentally. And so trying to get that focus has been a bit of a challenge. And I think knowing I want to do all the things, knowing that I physically can't, has been a bit of a hurdle. And I'm trying to do the things to counteract that so I can have a day that I feel rested but also accomplished, if that makes sense. I think I definitely managed to get into the zone when I was doing my spreadsheets and listening to the audiobook. And now that I'm trying to physically read again, which I want to, it's just that little extra thing, but I'm not ready to get up and move around again and do all the other audiobook stuff. So it's like that juggling act. And yeah, I'm just talking through it to try and figure out where I'm at and what I want to be doing, because mostly I just want to watch YouTube, but I also don't want to watch YouTube because I'm sort of over watching YouTube. So now I'm like, what is going on? I think I'm in limbo because I'm watching Meredith's reading sprints, which is awesome. But then in the hour, I'm like struggling to find my brain. And Amy's sprints are starting at 2:30 and I really want to be there because it's for her birthday. And so I'm like just waiting it out. And I think that's where I'm like in this state of limbo because I want to be doing these things, but also these things and then these things. And lick its tongue! Oh my God! Oh my God! Hey! Oh my God! Come on! Yeah! Sorry, I haven't seen a licky tongue in my Pokemon Go yet, and I love licky tongue so fucking much! I caught it. That is so... I can't wait to watch that footage back. It's just... I'll just pull it. What the fuck is happening? What is going on? I don't understand what is happening. It's an event of some description, but like there's so many cool Pokemon. Honestly, I'm so thrilled. I got a licky tongue. For me, Pokemon literally based off cuteness. Like, do not give a fuck about their stats. Ash is helping me with that because he's like, do you have this? And I'm like, you should get one of those. And I'm like, okay. Oh, there's another licky tongue. I'm very excited. This was a great development. Look at tongue, look at tongue, look at tongue. Well, that wasn't distracting at all. Man, stay in the goddamn Pokeball. No, not that one, that one. I don't have that many balls to waste, you bastard. She's getting herself comfy. Ugh. All right. Okay. I'm gonna give myself, it's 1 o'clock. I'm gonna give myself till 1:30, quarter to 2, or until I finish Helsing. Let's get comfy. My darlings, it's now 10 to 2 and I finished the first volume of Helsing and I'm giving this a 4 stars. This was definitely fun but gory and I really enjoy the story, how it all goes, but it definitely had me feeling uncomfortable at certain points, which is fine. That was what it was intending to do. And yeah, so I finished that one and I'm very happy with that. I really like the origin of vampires and the battle between Helsing and the Vatican. I'm curious to see how that shapes up in future volumes, but for the moment the first volume was a nice introduction to it, and it didn't take me too long to read. Feeling good about that, I'm gonna go work on cleaning up the kitchen. I might fluctuate between listening to YouTube and then diving back into lessons in chemistry. I'm not 100% sure at this point in time where I want to be at, but I just updated the spreadsheet and I still have 500 pages to be at my reading goal for today. Oh, this is not gonna happen, but we're gonna at least endeavor. I will clean the kitchen and then I think I'll sit back down and read this and then go and edit after I finish that. I think will be the plan. The audiobook is being put on the side for the moment, but is what it is. I'm also thinking I'm gonna get changed out of my pajamas so that I feel slightly more human. I'm not too worried about getting everything done, but I'd like to just make a little bit of progress. So I'm gonna put ears in, listen to a YouTube video or two, and then continue on my merry way. Let's do the things. I think I just broke myself. So it's now 2:45 and I'm dressed, my face is washed, the kitchen is clean, and basically what happened was when I was cleaning the kitchen, I had sprayed down the sink and had the hand wash ready to go, and I needed to pee. So I went to the bathroom and on the way out decided to wash my face, brush my teeth, refill my meds, clean the hand towel ring and fix up the entire bathroom. So I cleaned all that, then came out and finished the kitchen and then finished getting dressed. I tidied up the rest of the shit that was out here as well, aside from my stack of books, and mostly listen to YouTube. I did get to page 202 in Lessons of Chemistry, and I haven't started Helsing, but Amy is now sprinting for their birthday eve, and so I've been watching that. I don't think I'm gonna stay in this shirt. It's actually really, really hot, and I'm wearing a singlet underneath, so I'm just gonna get back into the singlet because I don't care. I looked at my to-do list and saw the March readathon spreadsheet and editing my blog, and I'm not really feeling anything else on the list. So we're gonna see what ends up happening tonight, but I'm just gonna continue listening to Amy's live and dive into Helsing and see where I get up to with that, because I want to do some of the felting stuff as well, but I'm just not sure how I'm feeling about it. I want to do my drawing and planning thing that I don't, and I want to be cooking dinner tonight for Ash, so I think it's just time to not for a while. I did a lot in a very short period of time. I'm very proud of it, but I'm definitely feeling it. And the headache is starting to kick in, so that's great. Anyway, I'm gonna bounce off, continue listening to the live show, and start on Helsing 2. So I will check in with you when I finish that. Bye! Hello my darlings, it is now 10 to midnight and I'm going to bed, but I just wanted to check in for the day. I ended up getting through 3 things. So I read Helsing Volume 1 and Volume 2 and gave these both 4 stars each. They were fun, gory, but interesting with the mythology and religious elements to it, and I've really enjoyed talking with Ash about them, and will continue to talk to him throughout the series as I read them. But yeah, if you're wanting something that looks a little bit into morality of being a vampire, this is definitely a series that's starting out that way, and I'm just very curious where the political entities are going to verse one another, and really enjoying that. So excited to just have to read one more volume for Bookish Pete's for Ash. Then I finished Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis and given this a 4.5 stars. This just hit so many notes in a way that I really adored, and I'm very excited to watch the miniseries on Apple TV. And there were moments in this where I was laughing, there were moments where I was crying, and whilst I'm not a woman of this time period, I definitely still feel an understanding and empathy towards wanting to aspire for bigger things. And I really enjoyed the way that the story all wove together to the end. I thought that was really interesting. And then I listened to an author interview, and that was also fascinating, hearing Bonnie and what things they had brought into the conversation. So, whilst I didn't read anything off the 1 week one shelf, we made progress in other things, which is fine. And I also just started The Gilded Ones by Namina Fauna, as this has 2 days left on the audiobook on my Libby app. So I'm going to try and get through that, and I'll talk with Amy as she's rereading it as well. So that's the stack, feeling pretty damn good about myself. And I've just gone in and updated all my spreadsheets, so then I wouldn't have to focus on that tomorrow morning, because I know I tend to get sidetracked by updating all the things. So now I can just wake up and do what I need to do. And yeah, I need to go to bed because I am absolutely exhausted. I've had a really good day of just recuperating and letting my soul do what it needs to do, and I'm very proud of what I did get accomplished. And then Ash also did a 10-minute tidy up for me this afternoon tonight, so I didn't have to, which was just really lovely, and I really appreciate it because I was very zonked but also very in the zone for my reading. With that, I'm gonna go to bed, and I will check in with you tomorrow morning. Bye. Hello my darlings. It is now 7:25 on the 25th of February, and I haven't read today. I've had a fantastic day because Ash and I playing Pokemon Go and walking around. We went and got lunch together and had some delicious pancakes. I edited my week 3 vlog, so I've done a decent amount of reading. I've done none. So it was so nice getting out. I think my body needed the sun to just heal. I am utterly exhausted though, so I don't think I'm gonna have a very late night. But what my intention is to go shower and wash my hair now while Ash is cooking dinner, because he is an absolute legend. And then I'm going to put together the readathon information so I can film and edit that tomorrow. Am I really going to try and do that all in one night? Apparently. So that's great. It's really setting myself up for success for that one. If I get it all done and everything's set up ready to go, then I just have a few extra things I need to add in tomorrow. But I am not going to have any reading time tomorrow if I'm doing that. Oh, Abby looked stunning. How gorgeous. I am going to go shower, but I just wanted to come in and say, hey, you know, did the thing. That was not reading. So I feel really good about what I did get accomplished today, in the sense of getting the spreadsheet set up, editing the vlog, and then having a good time with Ash. And that was the most important thing to me. I am gonna go bounce so I can get myself sorted very quickly and hopefully still get some reading in tonight. Just, I don't think I'm going to be reading the entirety of The Gilded Ones because I still have the rest of the spreadsheet to set up. Cameron, bye. Hello my darlings. It is now 11:20 and I am so very tired. I had a really good day and I didn't get all but 2 things accomplished that I wanted to, which is actually somewhat of a miracle. So the first thing I didn't get accomplished was reading this in its entirety, which honestly I am not surprised by, considering I did, however, end up getting to nearly chapter 10. Oh, sweet. So I managed to crack the 100-page and got to page 150. So that's very exciting. I would need to have read to page 258 to be at my page goal for the day, but that's not happening. So we're just gonna take what I can and read what I read. Hoping to just have a restful night's sleep, go to work tomorrow, keep listening, and just do what I can do. I do have Ash's Audible login now, so I can listen to Narrow Road Between Desires, which I don't think is really gonna take. No, it's a 4.5 hour audiobook, so I feel like I might listen to that tomorrow to feel like I'm caught up. If I listen to that, where does that put us? Shit, I'd still have to read 100 pages as well. Okay, well, we'll see how we go. We'll just keep trucking along. This is very harrowing, but also I am loving the writing of it. It feels very beautiful, although the things that are happening is horrific. So I think originally I didn't expect this to be as dark as it is, but after hearing Prim's Book Cave soft DNFing the second one because it was so traumatic, torture is not always on the list, but some of them they like to address that, and I think it's doing that well. I don't find it distasteful, I find it painful, but I think it's a really important discussion. So I'm definitely finding it very, very interesting. So I'm gonna sign off for the night, do my 1 line a day, and go the fuck to sleep. Say goodnight now and check in with you tomorrow, hopefully with a decent reading update. I am also going to hopefully lock myself in a room tomorrow, so I'm just by myself and can either listen to music and get in the zone at work or listen to an audiobook as I go, because I'm just so much more productive. So we'll see where that takes me. I have a list of like 30,000 things that I want to do, and it's all good fun. I will check in with you tomorrow. Bye. Hello my darlings. It is now 10 past 11 on Monday the 26th, and I'm just coming on to say I read stuff. How much stuff? Not sure.
Stuff.
But stuff. So I'm currently reading The Gilded Ones by Namina Fauna and really enjoying it so far, except I think my audiobook skipped. So I read something like 200 plus pages today, which no. But I don't feel like I'm confused, which is great, and I could have. It is a very, very quick read, and the past 50 to 80 pages I have been actively reading, so I am able to follow along even if I have missed some details. I'm not sure if I have. I'm not gonna go back because that happened a very long time ago, and I'm just really enjoying it. I still really love the characters. I'm curious to see where it goes. The magic is interesting, and it's just one of those books that I've just been sucked in by it. So I'm really enjoying all the different elements to it. But to be where I needed to be able to complete The Wicked King and The Narrow Road Between Desires, I needed to read up to have collectively read 4,732, and I'm sitting at 4,628. So, getting there! Close. I don't think even, because tomorrow I have to read up to 4,914. And I don't think even finishing this and then reading Narrow is going to be sufficient. Let's have a look-see. It'll be 30 pages if I manage to read the remaining amount of Gilded and Narrow tomorrow. But I managed to film and edit my readathon video, which didn't take me as long as I thought it was going to. And I have had a lot more time up my sleeve than I thought this afternoon. So that was really, really good. And I'm very keen to acquire the next in the series because I definitely want to keep going with this. It is so fascinating. And yeah, just a quick little update. I am absolutely brain dead from today and ready to go to sleep. Ash and I woke up ridiculously early, and so every fiber of my being is fighting to stay awake. So I'm gonna stop fighting and go to sleep and check in with you tomorrow, hopefully having finished The Gilded Ones and diving into Narrow. So I will check in with you then. Bye! Hello my darlings! So it is now 5:30 on Tuesday the 27th. Is that where I'm up to? And I'm home from work. I have a parcel! I didn't actually go up and check the mailbox, but that's fine. Ash is gonna come home, so I'll just message him to do that. So I wanna open this and then I'm going to dive into reading because I have a lot I wanna get done tonight, but I think I can do it. So, that was so anticlimactic. Here we go, here we go. Gift note! Ren! Happiest of birthdays, my dear. I adore you and all of your chaos muchly. Oh, thank you, Ren! Okay. I can feel that it's a hardcover. I love you. Ren is literally funding my Wayward Children series. Oh, thank you! Oh my god, this is... Oh, I love this series. Oh my god. So I think this is the 5th? Yes. So I've read Beneath the Sugar Sky, so I need to read In an Absent Rain, and then I'll get to this. But I'm very excited to continue on with this series this year and actually like get somewhat caught up. I doubt it, but we'll see. If I ever need novellas, or short things. Oh my god, it's stunning. Oh, these just, my ovaries. Oh, it's got a little indentation, like the little toe. Shit, I love that. Oh my god. Hey, so pretty! I very much struggle to purchase these because they are expensive. Oh no, I got this at Harry Hardhog. Yeah, that's right. I found this at Harry Hardhog and nearly lost my shit because it was only $11. And then Ren got me this one and now has got that one for me. Ah, I'm so excited. I can't believe I'm actually like accruing these. This feels so surreal. I'm so happy. Thank you, Ren. I don't know much about what each of these individual books are. There's just a home for the children that have gone into worlds that match their ideal place and then they're kicked out and have to return to the real world. And this home is for kids that are struggling to readjust back to the real world. And there are some stories that follow characters in their worlds and then there's ones that are in our world. Ooh! So this is following, oh! Interesting. I'm not gonna look up any more than that because I will now definitely read the 4th one and dive into that because I am excited. So, haven't read anything this morning, just went to work. I didn't sleep in, but I didn't wake up early. And so I've got less than 100 pages to go of the Gilded Ones, which I think is going to be about an hour, and then my final 2 books for the month. So I'm going to try and knock out Narrow Road once I finish the Gilded Ones, and then once I get to that, go to the Wicked King, because the Wicked King I am happy to roll over into March because I had the Queen of Nothing on there, but I could just swap those out. They work interchangeably for what I've got them for. So I'm not too worried about that, but I would still like to get to this in February and then continue with Queen of Nothing in March, whereas the other ones that I'm not going to get to. That is the plan of attack. I have said to Ash that I'm happy to cook dinner, but I'm also more than happy to get takeaway if he wants. But I don't know how long he's going to be to get home. So I'm actually going to finish watching Not So Secret Bookaholics March TBR and then dive into reading because I'm halfway through that and would like to finish it off. Ren is also doing Thick Thighs reading sprints, so I'm going to see where they're up to. Woo! And then go from there. I will check in with you when I have a reading update. Bye! Hello, my darlings. It is now 10:30 and I ended up going downtown at 6:20 as it was an event hour on Pokemon Go for Sandshrews, and so I was like, fuck yes, I love Sandshrews. So I went and just caught as many as I could and met up with Ash and listened to The Gilded Ones by Namina Fauna. And when I met up with Ash, I stopped listening to the audiobook. We then walked around for ages and got Macca's and came home, and then I continued reading to finishing it. I definitely enjoyed this. Enjoyed's the wrong word. I found this very fascinating. I enjoyed the characters and their relationships in it, that part of it, my soul. And I'm curious to see where we go in book 2, because I know it gets a little bit darker, so I'm curious. But this was stunning. I ended up giving it 4 stars because it was a few elements of predictability and the world building wasn't the strongest, but the relationships and the characters, which is all I need in my life. So fabulous on that front. And then The Narrow Road Between Desires by Patrick Rothfuss, I have read and finished. I just got so sucked in, falling down the rabbit hole of Depop, and just listened to it and had a really glorious time. I was not prepared for those pictures. Like, I heard the story, I knew what was happening, but good lord. Anyway, continuing on. And I'm giving this a 4 stars. I enjoyed seeing Bass's character, and that was where I was hesitant with this book, because I like Bass, but I didn't know or feel any inclination to read a story with him. But it was lovely. It was very, very nice, and I'm very happy that I have read it. It was very fun in how the deals that are struck, but then there is also an element of a depth with one of the particular children, and that was really lovely to see them write it in a way that was super sweet. So very happy to have finished this one as well. We made it! We made it! That actually means I am at my page goal for today, and I'm seriously questioning that fact, because it doesn't feel real. So I needed to be at page 4,914, and I'm at 4,944. And so in the next 2 days, I want to read The Wicked King, and that is it. Obviously, there's still a stack of 4 that I could challenge myself to attempt to get to, but honestly, this is 300 and something pages, so I'm going to be pushing the friendship with this one. It's less than 4 hours of listening time on 3 times speed. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how it goes. And for the rest of the night, I'm gonna watch YouTube, because I would like to just take a brain break. And that's my choice of stopping and not thinking. I'm actually so proud of myself. I was shitting bricks, and it's filled me with a sense of accomplishment. So technically I've finished my 1 week, 1 shelf, because I read 1 thing from 1 shelf. But I'll keep vlogging until the end of the month. So I just, you know when you hit that goal and you're just like, I can think again. That's back up there. That's there, that's bookmarks there, ready to go for when I need it. But I'm so proud, I'm so happy, I am so ready to not think for a while. So, feeling good, feeling really, really good. And then I have a nice stack for March, and everything's just looking good. So, very happy, and I'm gonna go listen to YouTube and update my reading journals and spreadsheets. Bye! Hello my darlings. It is now 11:15 on Wednesday the 28th of February, and I had a very much I need to get shit done this afternoon. So I went and picked Ash up from work. We went and did a quick little grocery shop of essentials, and then we came home and there was a 3-star Pokemon that I wanted really close to us. So we just went for a walk there, came back, Ash cooked dinner, I showered and washed my hair and did all the bins, got the kitchen back up because I had let it go for a little minute. So dishwasher unpacked and repacked, and I ended up reading 188 pages of The Wicked King by Holly Black, which is the second in the Folk of the Air series. And I think I'm enjoying this more than the first one. But I say that because I literally cannot remember anything about the first one. And I didn't read it that long ago. I could not tell you a single bit to the plot. I just know that there was a human in Fae and it went tits up. And this one I'm actually a lot more engaged. I'm really vibing with the characters. It's just doing something for me a little bit more than the first one. I read the first one in 2021. Okay, no, that's enough of a time for me to completely forget anything. Excellent. Okay, I don't feel as bad about that. Cool. It's very interesting seeing the reviews. So I don't know, something about it is hitting better and I'm enjoying it. I'm more engaged. So yeah, it's actually going really, really well. And the goal is to finish this tomorrow. I do need to film and edit a video tomorrow, so that's gonna cut into my reading time as well as cook dinner. But aside from that, that's all I have on in the afternoon, I think. I hope. If I have something else on, I'm gonna cry because I just don't have time. If I can get a decent 2 hours in, I'll be done, which is very exciting. But I have been, how do I word that? Amy's put a new video out. Derailed by TBR Games. And speaking of, Amy from A Star Reads has just put out one, so I'm going to watch that the second I'm done here. Originally I was going to journal and I'm gonna try and do both. So I wanna go to bed. I am gonna love you and leave you here and check in with you tomorrow. Hopefully saying I've read this. Ah! Bye! Hello my darlings. So it is now 5:20 on the 29th of February and it is a leap year. It is an extra day. I don't know if that's why this week has felt so fucking long. I am exhausted, but we're almost there. It's almost there. So I got a package from Fox and Cactus, which is my favorite sticker company in the whole wide world, and I am very excited to open that. And I actually have scissors near me for once, which is an absolute bloody miracle. So I want to unbox this. So my only goals for tonight is to film and edit my haul for February, and since getting home there's no extra books, so I'm right just to film that once I'm done here, which is very exciting, and to finish the Wicked King. So I did read this morning and I have 2 hours and 47 minutes, so less than an hour of reading time to finish this. I'm not actually sure where I'm up to in terms of pages because I didn't take this with me to work. Cool. Okay, so I'm somewhere. So page 235 out of 322. So 90 pages. Ah, we're getting there. So that's all I've got left to read. I need to film and edit and unpack my Fox and Cactus stickers, which is fantastic. So first thing is this froggy butt plushie. So it's adorable little frogs. I love this so much. And then I got just a little stash of stickers. I'm also waiting for Ash to message me because that storm be brewing. This was their birthday drop and I did the thank you page with a little squish. So that makes me happy. And then I got their 2 samplers, so the Patreon one and then just the regular one that they were giving out. Wow. And then the card is love yourself or else, which I adore, and probably going to be using that for Valentine's Day week next year in my bullet journal if I'm still going with it. And then I might flip the camera around and just do top down. Let's see how that works. Wow, this works so much better. I got plans moved, doing my best, Valentine's Day cats, fully sick, you're cute, and then not so positivity, gamer squish, I love the expressions, hair washing squish, I think I got 2 of those, panic cleaning, little bookish ones, or like planning, Tamagotchi dead inside, feel this, some 5-star ratings, I think I got 3, yeah, 3 of those, and then great day and a bad day. That's my little Fox and Cactus haul. So that was my Fox and Cactus haul and I just love it. I'll leave the shop link below. I don't have like a affiliate code or anything, but I just adore their stickers. So yeah, I just want to promote their company and they're Aussie and they just are amazing. They were asking for like things to draw for Patreon and I gave them the expression that sounds like a you problem and they've created the perfect design for it and I adore it. So it's a good time. But I am going to watch some YouTube while I set up my haul stat so then I can film my haul for February since there's no more books incoming as far as I'm aware, and then I'll film edit that, and then dive into reading. Because I have less than an hour, I'm just going to try and blast out YouTube and let myself not have to focus on the book while I'm doing that. So that's why I'm gonna listen to YouTube and then sit down and read later. I don't know what Ash and I are doing for dinner. In all honesty, like, I'm feeling good. I'm in a really good mental space, but my God, I'm exhausted. And I don't know why. And I feel like every time I vlog, I end up being exhausted. And I feel bad because I don't want to be complaining all the time, but it's how I'm feeling and I don't want to be dishonest about that. So my apologies, but yeah, I'm fucking dead. And I'm still going to continue vlogging because I'm having fun, but it's like, I apologize for the lack of like, we're doing all this crazy shit, because I just do not have that in me right now. I don't think I've had as many headaches this month, which is nice, because in January I had 12 days with a headache, and they're not migraines, so I'm blessed for that, but I just don't know, and I don't want to end flare, but right now flares all I got. So I'm hoping Ash will have a solution. I'm more than happy to cook. I'm so tired. I love my work. Like, I'm so happy that I made the decision to stay at the practice that I am, but something about it has just been slowly killing my coworker and I. We're just exhausted. And you know, you try and laugh off those moments, but sometimes it's just like, oh, every morning is a struggle. But we'll get there. It's all good. It's not the end of the world. And I do love my job as a whole. So we'll get there. We'll get there. I feel like I need to take a 4-month-long nap. That would solve my problems. Let's YouTube this bitch up, get my editing on so I can take off my pants and shirt because I'm roasting. And I'll check in with you tonight once I finished The Wicked King and my reading for February. Okay, bye! I did it. Hello, my darlings. It is now 11 p.m. on the 29th of February, and I am done. I have updated all my bookish spreadsheets. I have filmed and edited my haul. I actually want to put those away before I go to bed, but that's fine. And then I have everything that I read in February ready to go for when I film my wrap up this weekend. This is my stack for this week, and I am just so incredibly happy. Wait, no it's not. When did this week start? Who am I? I don't know anymore. That makes more sense. This is my stack for this week. I am shooketh. So in all technicality, this was the only book that I read off the shelf that was pulled, which is totally fine because I ended up reading 2 more of Ash's for Pokemon and then my TBR books. So I'm not mad. This is an absolute glorious stack and I'm just so goddamn happy. So just to quickly run through, I gave Orphea 4 stars, Helsing Volume 1 and 2 both 4 stars, Lessons in Chemistry a 4.5, The Gilded Ones 4 stars, The Narrow Road Between Desires 4 stars, and The Wicked King 4 stars. All of these I had a really good time reading, and Lessons in Chemistry was just that standout of the week where I was so emotional and it invoked so much from me. And whilst I enjoyed everything that I read, I had 0 duds. There just wasn't anything that stood out, that little extra bit. So very happy that I have completed that, but holy shit, I'm tired. That is February, so obviously I'll have my wrap up going up eventually. I don't know if this is going to be pre or post, but yeah, I'm very chuffed, very chuffed with myself. I'm gonna go to bed and sign off for my 1 week 1 shelf. I know it definitely didn't go in the direction that I thought it was going to with having to abandon ship, but I still managed to get 1 off, and I'm very happy with my reading month for February. So I have 0 complaints. And let me know in the comments how your February reading went. Is there anything you'd like to see me do differently for another rendition of 1 week 1 shelf? I definitely have a few different ways of doing this next time, but I sort of like the randomness to it. But yeah, any thoughts on your February reading or what you've seen at the 1 week 1 shelf, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. And if you like this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe. I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!